Hello everyone and welcome back to Livestream Friday with your host Allison. I am the community manager here at Save Me From. Every week we go live to you to share with you our collection of hair repair treatments as well as answer any sort of questions that you may have. And a common question we get a lot here at Save Me From is how do I reverse the effects of aging and thinning to my hair? Due to a lot of different varying sources of hair damage. A lot of us are experiencing a lot of free radical damage. Hello, thanks for joining. A lot of us are experiencing thinning due to aging. And of course, aging is just a natural process that we all are going through. So what really is causing this aging process of the hair? Well, essentially, the hair diameter is really changing. Hola, hello, Gracia. And so the aging process essentially begins from thinning. The hair diameter starts to really thin, and then we also might be starting to see some changes in really the hair texture. So not only is the strand actually starting to thin, but we're also starting to see maybe some rough, kind of gray, wiry hairs. And essentially, the process of really the hair pigmentation really changes and really can be understood from many different types of theories for the cause. So a lot of the melanin that is in our hair strand actually starts to be reduced from the cells in the hair bulb. And that is really in the deep down in the hair follicles that we start to really see this start to change in the melanin pigment. And it's surprising that actually the melanin in our hair only makes actually about 1% of the hair strand, but it plays such a crucial role in really how we perceive ourselves and really our youthful hair and appearance, as well as those around us. A lot of times, I certainly have a little bit of premature graying just from my genetics, but a lot of us are really trying to combat and color those grays, so then therefore the appearance is not so stark. And a lot of us use, chemical processes, and that can be really harsh on the hair strand, and it actually can cause further damage. A lot of us who may be color treating our hair are starting to see that our hair is really rough, dry, and brittle, and the Save Me From Age Acceleration really helps to counteract that rough texture of the hair, but also really helps to improve hair density and the appearance of fullness as well. So a lot of us are starting to see maybe these gray hairs. What can cause, these gray hairs really in the first place, especially if you're looking to really combat that at the source and really get to that premature graying? It can be caused by a lot of genetic factors, but also lifestyle factors as well, such as your diet, the amount of stress that you have, as well as any sort of free radical damage. So if you smoke cigarettes, these are also causes for that free radical damage as well. So it's really, really important that we are using, we're finding ways of reducing our stress. Oxidative stress can really cause this melanin or this cellular death, as we know, when it comes to hair aging, that can damage that hair follicle as a result. So that oxidative damage, reaches, not only just that hair follicle, but also into the hair bulb as well. So it's really important also to mention that oxidative stress can actually lead to microinflammation in the hair, as well as in the scalp. And then this can cause hair fallout. So an increase in shedding or hair fall, as well as thinning, which is just another feature and element of the aging process when it comes to hair. With chronological aging as well, this can actually decrease the density of the hair appearance, especially when it comes to the total amount of follicles. They will continue to decrease every single year. So it's really important to be making sure that we're addressing our hair that is aging and going through that aging process a little bit differently than the rest of our hair. And the gray hairs are actually structurally just completely different than the other strands of hair. They actually tend to be a little bit stiffer, more resistant to movement or the dynamics of the natural hair movement. And they actually have a larger diameter of the hair strand. And then this kind of imposes an effect on the hair flexibility, but also the hair bounce as well. Hi, Colleen. Oh my gosh, yes, I know. I didn't realize either, and it's very critical that we are using targeted ingredients, but also our diet and our lifestyle are major factors in the health of our hair. So thank you so much. That is such a great point. And we definitely, you know, although we're a hair repair treatment collection, a lot of our hair health is attributed to a lot of different varying factors and sources. So, of course, we have these concentrated active ingredients that are really helping to restore the hair, but also we need to be making sure that we are combating stress in a productive manner. So we're really not, internalizing our stress or emotional negative responses to things, but also making sure that we are eating a healthy, well-balanced diet, especially in proteins, which is critical when it comes to growing hair. So really, how do you take care of this graying hair or this hair thinning? Essentially, you want to be making sure that we are using special targeted ingredients and really delivering a precise care or hair care regimen for that hair type. It really needs, the hair when it's aging, it really needs to have this reinforcement of these active ingredients with consistent use, but then also it needs to have this protection to help combat and repair that free radical damage that has experienced on the hair strand as well. And the Save Me From Age Acceleration, this is really a great treatment that's really going to help restore the hair back to its really natural, youthful appearance, but also the fullness and the bounce as well, which is so critical when it comes to having that really beautiful, lustrous, youthful looking hair. So to really improve the hair density as well as the movements, we've actually utilized specific targeted ingredients in this formula that we'll go over here in just a second on really how you can improve the fullness of hair as well as that flexibility in the hair strand. So then your hair is just a lot more smooth, softer, and more manageable and bouncier, because who does not want any of that as well? Do you have one to remove frizz and make my hair straight? That's a really great question. The best formula I would recommend for your concern about frizz as well as straightening your hair. We don't have a formula that really straightens your hair just, directly without, heat styling. If you have just natural texture, that'll always start to emerge, especially when our hair gets dehydrated or also in the external environment where there's moisture, which of course, being in the Seattle area, we have an abundance of moisture in the air. But the Save Me From Thermal Obsession actually is really great at sustaining frizz and combating frizz for up to 6 hours. There's actually a 490% reduction in the frizz compared to the control with this formula. There is hyaluronic acid, so that's really actually helping to draw in moisture from the environment, but not making the hair strand actually revert back to its natural texture. So in a way, you're really getting that added element of moisture infusion in this hydrating formula. It's one of our most hydrating formulas. It's formulated over a dozen oils and butters that are so rich and emollient for really locking in that hydration and the deeper layers within the hair. But it also is really great at not only just combating that frizz, but also really great for offering superior heat protection. We have marine extracts in here, which are not only really great conditioning and hydrating ingredients, but it also helps to combat any sort of heat damage you may have, but also really helping to protect the hair from heat damage up to 450 degrees. So that's crazy. Of course, we know, just from cooking that 450 degrees is a lot. It's pretty hot for your hair to be enduring. So I highly recommend that whenever you're heat styling your hair, that you of course always use a heat protectant. That is critical when it comes to the health of your hair. But using a multifunctional tasking formula like the Save Me From Thermal Obsession is really going to be such a savior to your hair, especially when the ends of the hair are really rough and dry. And I actually did a tutorial with the Save Me From Thermal Obsession just on YouTube if you're curious to learn a little bit more. Oh, hi there. Thanks for joining in again. We're talking about how to combat thinning, aging, and, you know, really helping to improve the fullness of hair. Oh, thank you. I actually just did this tutorial on YouTube, so definitely check that out. I missed you on YouTube, so you'll have to definitely check out the tutorial there, but I'm so happy you're joining in as well. And thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. So bioactive milk molecules are actually formulated into this treatment. And so you may wonder, you know, why is it that there is milk that is really going to help benefit my hair? But the amino acids actually here are really great for the scalp and also the hair as well. You commented on my YouTube video. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't see the comment when I was live. Oh, you joined in late. Oh. Well, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. So these milk proteins are really helping to rejuvenate as well as revitalize that hair that's thinning. And it really helps to improve not only the thickness of the hair, but over time with consistent use, just like our skincare, really helps to improve the density of the hair. And this really helps to just treat that thinning of the hair strand, but also helps to prevent that hair thinning and really that aging process that's accelerated by our lifestyle or our diets or just really our genetics as well. So it really helps to strengthen the hair right at the root. So this is really great for targeting the scalp. All of these treatments really have that added benefit of scalp care as well. My hair looks really shiny today. It's very healthy. I recently got my hair cut, and I actually did an overnight treatment of these Save Me From chemical conflicts. So thank you so much. It's actually, if there's anyone to really attest to the performance of these products, it's certainly me. My hair has been through it all. So I can certainly go over that in another video if you're curious. We'll have to do that. We'll have to see like the transformation of my hair health over the years. But thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy you're following. Thank you so much. Definitely follow us on Instagram too if you're on Instagram. So taro fruit is also a really rich antioxidant in addition to these organic sunflower sprouts. The taro plant is rich in tannins, which we hear about quite a lot when it comes to teas or really, you know, any sort of you know, botanical ingredient. These are really powerful antioxidants that are really helping to reduce the lipid peroxidation. So it's really helping to act as kind of a ceramide, which we see a lot in skincare. So that's really great for scalp health and really just maintaining the lipid barrier and hydration of the hair. In this formula, we actually combine those tannins with that organic sunflower sprout for this really unparalleled antioxidant elixir that really just restores resilience back into hair, but also really provides thermal protection. Now, I wouldn't say I would exclusively use this as your heat protectant, which is really critical, is using a heat protectant in your hair when it comes to heat styling. If you are not using a heat protectant, it actually makes your hair really dry. It's really actually starting to break the electrostatic bonds in the hair. So this over time can actually lead to breakage and just really overall an appearance of less density in the hair as well. What type of protein, amino proteins do you use? So we actually have, in every single one of our formulas, we have creatine, which actually utilizes the 18, amino acid chains. So every single one of these formulas has that creatine built into it, but we also have those bioactive milk molecules in here as well. So that also just really helps to restore that strength and that resilience to breakage. That's a great question. Thank you. Also, I mentioned oxidative stress. This can be caused by UV radical, free radical damage, but also it can be caused from pollution as well. And this formula really helps to repair any of that free radical damage as well as the damage that is caused by chemical treatments. Those really harsh chemical treatments can really actually make the hair really brittle and weak and dry and then lose the color as a result. So this blend really binds the hair proteins and also really neutralizes that free radical assault that happens and occurs on the hair strand. And as I had mentioned, that was a really great question about the amino acids. We do have creatine formulated into every single one of these hair repair treatments, but we also have silk proteins as well, which are really great. There's sericin and fibroin, and these are also proteins that are really helping to restore softness into the hair, but also infusing strength as well. We have panthenols, which is really great conditioning agent for the scalp, as well as moisturizing the hair. Oh, that's so nice. You brought your wife in. Hello. Thank you so much for watching and sharing, with your network, these treatments. Of course, one day we hope that we will be able to have you try them. At the moment, we are only distributing the product here in the United States, but would love for you to try that because we do have the fenugreek seeds infused into every single one of our treatments, and we actually have used this Ayurvedic fenugreek, and it's really this, rich, I'm sure you're aware, just really rich in long chain fatty acids. There's also polyphenols, as well as phospholipids and vitamins A, B, C, and K, and we actually have bio boosters as well as coenzyme Q10, and karanja oil, and then the medium chain triglycerides derived from coconut oil as well. And this is our Fenugen technology. So this Fenugen technology is a proprietary blend infused in every single one of these hair repair treatment collections. Thank you, Colleen. And so every single one of these treatments are really having this great scalp and hair health benefit as well through this technology. It is a proprietary technology to the Save Me From brand, as well as those bio boosters that I had mentioned, which is really uniting those skincare active ingredients into every single one of these formulas as well. So that concludes the video today. It was so great to see some of you returning into our live streams, of course. Follow Save Me From, so then that way you're alerted whenever we're going live. We're going live to you every single Friday. And of course, sign up for our email, so then that way you can hear a little bit more about the topics ahead of time, ahead of the stream. So then that way you're able to see We Eat Fenugreek, yes, in India. That is so amazing. We'd love to feature some recipes on our blog because we love how the versatility of the fenugreek seeds, and I'm learning so much from you. I've loved having you on our streams. You've been so helpful for all of us and our viewers. So we are just so appreciative, and we can't wait for you to try Save Me From. And Colleen, I am so excited. I can't wait to get healthier hair. Me too. We have clinical studies, and we are a proven hair repair collection. So within just 3 uses, we have an increase in hair thickness by 203%. And then also for the thermal obsession and infusion of an increase of hydration up to 201%. So 97% reduction in the split ends. And I love this formula for those curly girls who are really looking to restore the curl pattern, the natural curl within their hair. You'll see such an incredible benefit. If you're really curious to see like how my hair was looking before I did this quick hairstyle, definitely check out our YouTube video because my hair was looking super good and just naturally from that treatment. And like it's a really lightweight treatment as well. So I love it. Okay, so thank you so much to everyone who tuned in on this stream. I'm going to head over to Instagram. So for those of you who are looking to hear more about how to combat winter hair dryness, come follow me over to Instagram, and I'm so excited for you to learn a little bit more about how to combat that winter dryness with some formulas from Save Me From. Bye!